Chronicle of the Unexplained. 10 exciting UFO encounters. Welcome, explorers of the unexplained. Join me on an extraordinary journey as we explore the mysteries of space through the lens of real-life UFO encounters. In this fascinating episode, we delve into 10 fascinating events that defy explanation and ignite curiosity fires. Number 1. Travis Walton Interception. Our odyssey begins with the abduction of Travis Walton, the harrowing story of a man who is abducted by a UFO in front of his colleagues. In November of 1975, Travis Walton was working as a logger in Snowflake, Arizona. On the night of November 5th, he and 6 other men were working in the forest when they saw a strange object in the sky. The object was large and metallic, and it was hovering silently above the trees. The men watched the object for several minutes, and then it began to descend. It landed in a clearing near the men, and a door opened. A beam of light shot out of the door, and Travis was enveloped in it. The other men watched in horror as Travis was pulled into the object. The object then took off, and Travis was gone. The men searched for him for days, but they could not find him. They eventually gave up and returned home. 5 days later, Travis suddenly reappeared. He was unharmed, but he was very confused. He had no memory of what had happened to him while he was inside the object. Travis's story was met with skepticism by many people. Some people believed that he had made up the whole thing, while others thought that he had been abducted by aliens. However, Travis was adamant that his story was true. He went on to write a book about his experience, and he has appeared on numerous talk shows to tell his story. The Travis Walton encounter is one of the most famous UFO cases in history. It is a story that has captured the imaginations of people around the world. Whether or not you believe Travis's story, it is a reminder that there are still many mysteries in the universe that we do not understand. Perceptions of the world around us. What about Mr. Walton? In fact, we may never know. Please like and subscribe for lots more. Number 2. The Socorro UFO Incident. Enter the Socorro UFO incident, where an encounter with a metal egg-shaped craft confuses and intrigues the police. What was going on? The moment Officer Zamora found what he had done, a mystery that defied explanation. Following Officer Zamora across the dusty landscape, what did he uncover the secrets behind this enigmatic encounter? Here is a summary of the original events. On November 5th, 1975, at around 9 p.m., 2 police officers in Socorro, New Mexico, were driving down a highway when they saw a strange object in the sky. The object was described as being large and metallic, and it was hovering silently above the ground. The officers pulled over to the side of the road and watched the object for several minutes. One of the officers, Lonnie Zamora, got out of his car and approached the object. He said that the object was about 20 feet tall and 10 feet wide. It was silver in color, and it had a dome on top. Zamora said that the object was emitting a bright light, and that it made a humming sound. A few minutes later, a group of police officers arrived at the scene. They searched the area, but they could not find any evidence of the object. However, they did find several indentations in the ground that they believed were made by the object's landing gear. The Socorro UFO sighting was one of the most well-documented UFO sightings in history. Zamora's story was credible, and the physical evidence was convincing. However, there is no definitive explanation for what the officers saw that night. Some people believe that the officers saw a real UFO, while others believe that they saw something else, such as a weather balloon or a military aircraft. The Socorro UFO sighting remains a mystery to this day. What do you believe? Leave thoughts in comments. Number 3. Betty and Barney Hill Kidnapping. Get ready to enter the world of the Betty and Barney Hill abduction, a major event in UFO history. The night the Hills claimed they encountered otherworldly beings. Looking into the inky void of the spacecraft, we wonder if the Hills' experience was a window into another reality or a creation of their subconscious mind. But we can actually find one person crazy, but not 2. Let's look into the Hill abduction. In 1961, Betty and Barney Hill claimed to have been abducted by aliens while driving home from a vacation. They said that they were taken aboard a spaceship and examined by small, gray aliens. The Hill abduction is one of many cases that have been reported. Number 4. Rendlesham Forest Event. Nailed to the Rendlesham in December of 1980, a group of United States Air Force personnel stationed at RAF Woodbridge in Suffolk, England, reported seeing a series of strange lights in the Rendlesham Forest. The events of that night have become known as the Rendlesham Forest Incident, or the Rendlesham UFO Incident. The witnesses described the lights as being red, green, and blue, and they said that they were moving erratically. They also said that the lights were emitting a loud buzzing sound. The witnesses followed the lights into the forest, and they said that they saw a large metallic object that was hovering about 20 feet off the ground. The witnesses said that they were able to touch the object, and that it was cold and smooth. They also said that they saw strange symbols on the object's surface. The witnesses were eventually ordered to return to their base, and the object disappeared. The Rendlesham Forest years, but there is no definitive explanation for what the witnesses saw that night. Some people believe that the witnesses saw a real UFO, while others believe that they saw something else, such as a weather balloon or a military aircraft. What do you believe? The Rendlesham Forest incident remains a mystery to this day, and it is one of the most famous UFO cases in history. It is a story that has captured the imaginations of people around the world, and it is a reminder that there are still many mysteries in the universe that we do not understand. Number 5. Belgian UFO Foundation. Watch the Belgian UFO Wave, a series of shows that captivated an entire nation. We dive into the moments when strange lights graced the sky and set a nation's intrigue in motion. In the presence of these unexplained phenomena, we investigated the possibility that there were aliens from distance. In 1989, Belgium was abuzz with reports of UFO sightings. Thousands of people claimed to have seen strange objects in the sky, and the Belgian Air Force even scrambled jets to investigate. The Belgian UFO Foundation was tasked with investigating these reports, and they quickly determined that something extraordinary was happening. Investigators interviewed hundreds of witnesses and gathered a wealth of data. They also conducted scientific tests on the physical evidence that was collected. Based on their findings, concluded that the UFOs that were seen in Belgium in 1989 were real, and that they were not conventional aircraft. The SOBEPS event was a major turning point in the field of ufology. It showed that UFOs were not just a fringe phenomenon. Let's dive to number 6. Phoenix Lights Phenomenon. Phoenix Lights Phenomenon, a historic event that lit up the Arizona sky. A night when the celestial spectacle ignited heated debates and swirling Phoenix Lights phenomenon is one of the most well-documented UFO sightings in history. On March 13, 1997, thousands of people in the Phoenix, Arizona area reported seeing a series of strange lights in the sky. The lights were described as being large, triangular, and silent. They were also seen by law enforcement officials, including police officers and firefighters. Questions. As we go through, we wonder if the Phoenix lights were a glimpse of advanced technology or a cosmic dance we didn't understand. Number 7. Japan Airlines, Flight 1628. Get ready for the soaring Japan Airlines Flight 1628, the story that unfolded in the skies over Alaska. The crew, as they encounter another world. As we navigate through the turbulence of uncertainty, we examine the evidence and explore the implications of a conclusion that has left experienced pilots baffled. Get ready for the soaring Japan Airlines Flight 1628 incident. On November 17, 1986, a Boeing 747 cargo aircraft operated by Japan Airlines was flying from Paris to Narita International Airport in Tokyo, Japan. At 17:11 UTC, the crew of JAL Flight 1628 reported seeing a group of 3 unidentified flying objects at the Anchorage Air Traffic Control Center. The objects were described as being large, triangular, and silent. They were also seen by the pilots of a United Airlines aircraft that was flying in the same area. Number 8. Zimbabwe UFO Encounters, where school children encountered an unexplained craft in the African desert. What happened the moments when young minds were thrust into a world of wonder and confusion? The Zimbabwe UFO encounter, also known as the Ariel School UFO incident, was a mass UFO sighting that occurred on September 16, 1994, at Ariel School in Ruwa, Zimbabwe. 62 school children, aged 7 to 12, were playing in the schoolyard during a break when they saw a large, silvery object land in a nearby field. The object was described as being disc-shaped and having a beam of light coming from it. The children said that they saw humanoid figures emerge from the object and walk around the field. The figures were described as being about 3 feet tall, with large heads and big eyes. The children said that the figures communicated with them telepathically, and they told them about the importance of taking care of the Earth. The Zimbabwe UFO encounter is one of the most well-documented UFO sightings in history. The children were interviewed by numerous psychologists and UFO researchers, and their stories were consistent. The incident was also investigated by the Zimbabwe Ministry of Home Affairs, which concluded that the children were not lying. The Zimbabwe UFO encounter remains unexplained to this day. Some people believe that the children saw a real UFO, while others believe that they saw something else, such as a weather balloon or a hoax. However, the fact that the children were so young, all had said witnessed the same encounter. Number 9. UFO Enigma of Chile. Enter the Chilean UFO enigma, where a wave of sightings gripped the nation. Discover the events that etched themselves into the fabric of Chilean culture and ignited the imagination. Chile UFO sightings. These encounters, the implications of a phenomenon that crosses borders, triggering conversations that echo. One of the most famous incidents occurred in 1968, when a group of Chilean Air Force pilots reported seeing a large triangular object flying over the city of Santiago. The object was tracked by radar for several minutes, and it was also seen by a number of people on the ground. The pilots said that the object was moving at incredible speeds, and that it was able to change direction instantly. Then, in 1970, when a group of Chilean soldiers reported over the town of Antofagasta, the soldiers said that the objects were silent and that they were able to hover in the air without moving their wings. The soldiers also said that the objects were surrounded by a bright light. The Chilean government investigated the UFO sightings, but they were unable to come up with a definitive explanation. The government concluded that the sightings were likely caused by natural phenomena, such as weather balloons or optical illusions. However, many people believe that the government was covering up the truth about the UFOs through time. Number 10. Anomaly Archive Release. Get ready for the Anomaly Archives release, a turning point in the search for the truth about UFOs. Using AI-powered data analysis, we can find documents removed from treasured archives that shed light on government investigations and insights into the unexplained. It is thought-provoking. As we examine the annals of history, we wonder if the release of those archives will bring us closer to the mysteries that have perplexed humanity for generations. As we emerge from this captivating journey through real-life UFO encounters, remember that space holds mysteries that defy our understanding. Through the synergy of human curiosity and AI-based insights, we are getting closer to discovering the truth beyond our reach. Let the mysteries of these encounters linger in your mind, compelling you to continue searching for the mysteries that define our world and invite us to explore the depths of the unknown. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe for more.